Hello guys, I'm back and just trying something different. Please let me know if you guys hear me because I'm trying a new microphone that I actually had for a while. But yeah, today I'm gonna try to do the practice session, something for like an hour and a half, and then you guys can ask me any questions that you like, and we're gonna see how this works out. I was actually working out earlier in the gym, and it was a tough workout. Muscles are shaking, and not sure if I will be playing good or not, but I don't think it matters at all. Just happy to get things going because I haven't done anything on my YouTube channel in a while. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I have a good practice session today, short one. It's not going to be anything crazy. I usually practice at least 3 hours, but for the YouTube version, I'm going to try something shorter to where you guys can enjoy it, and I'm going to try to mix some drills to showcase what I usually do in my practice routine. Let's start. So please, before we start, I'm gonna set this here. Before we start, please guys, let me know if you hear me okay, if I should turn the volume down a little bit. Let me try to hit the ball so you guys understand. So I'm gonna check the chat really quick if everything's okay, and then if you guys can still hear me, then I'm gonna start. Alrighty, so it seems that the sound is working okay. I'm gonna start with an exercise, actually a single shot exercise that I'm usually doing whenever I have to build up my stroke. I think this is the most powerful exercise that you can try at home. It's called Mighty X. Basically, that's the single shot, straight in shot, cue balls on the head string, second diamond, and the object ball is in the same position on the other side of the table. I will be doing follow, stop shots, and draw. Probably 15 or more balls, depending how I feel. Like I said, my arm is a little bit shaky right now, so it's actually a good time to practice because the muscle memory will be working extra. And I feel that after you work out in the gym, that's a perfect time for you to go and practice. Cool. So I'm going to start with follow shots. My target, my goal here is to make both balls in the corner pocket. There you go. I said earlier, it may not be pretty after a hard workout, but this is the real. This is how I actually do it. I feel like doing this exercise, I've been doing it for so many years. It helps me with everything: alignment, sighting. Sometimes I'm struggling to find center ball, and this drill shows you every flow. When you're staying down after the shot and analyzing what actually happened, why you missed the ball, and you can see whether you hit off center, and you try to improve every shot. And put some Christmas music. So yeah, this exercise is my favorite one. Christina is a beast in this exercise. She did it yesterday, and I don't even know how many in a row. She pocketed both balls, but it's way above 70% or 80%, I'd say. Her stroke is really straight. First ball. It's also good to try different speeds. Like right now, I'm not even trying to pay attention on what speed I'm shooting with, but it's good to do it on a slower speed, a medium speed, and then the hardest speed, where, you can even try 5 different speeds. It makes you practice different shots, because you're not going to play with the same speed all the time, right? And I'm using all of the balls, so I'm not going to shoot with cue ball only. I know that's not something that you want to try in a pool room, because you may get kicked out for doing that. But I'm at home, and it makes things easier and quicker. lot of things you have to focus on. Getting the center, vertical line, center of the key ball. You have to hit the object ball that full in the face. And everything has to be straight. You pull back, you follow through. It's not as easy as it seems. Softer one. See on the shot, I must hit the heel, I hit the right spin, that's why it went to the right after contact. Yep, same thing here. I may look like an APA 5 after I go to the gym, but I don't care. Maybe you guys enjoy it even more when I miss. It will be boring if I'm Alright, so usually if I'm not doing it great like I am right now, you know, I'm not making both balls and you know, everything is not going the way I want to, I'm usually doing it to where I at least make 1 out of 2 and somewhat confident or happy with my performance. So in a real practice I'll probably do that follow shot for another 20 minutes until I get a stroke, but since we're doing the live video, I will move on and do the stop shots. Phone here. Alright, so the stop shot, I should be making the ball, should be making the object ball, and the key ball should be stopping. There's multiple ways to shoot the stop shot. You can do it with a shorter backswing and shorter follow through, but then you will need to shoot it harder, or you can shoot it like a kill shot. That's the way I like it because I have a longer stroke. It's a softer hit, longer follow through. Kind of like this, or you can shoot like that. That's two different ways to shoot a stop shot. I'm not sure why the music is why it's not working. I'm not the tech guy, but it pisses me off when things are not working. That's the worst. There you go. Some Christmas music. A lot of left spin on that shot. Same thing here. But it was less spin on the last one. So we get a little bit of adjustment. That one's a little bit better. Alright, I'm going to move on to the draw. That's the toughest shot in this exercise. So we'll be shooting with cue ball only. I'll have to make the object ball and draw the cue ball back and try to scratch in this corner pocket. I hate those shots. I miss cue a lot. But that's a part of the process, and that's what I need to work on. Put some baby powder on my chin. rest fully relaxed, and then it makes it even tougher when you just got out of the gym. There you go. First one. On my table, it's a little bit easier to draw the wall because I changed the cloth this summer, and I played a decent amount of pool on this table, but it's not like an old cloth. You know, when you go to the pool room, and most pool rooms that have a worn-in cloth that was there for like a year, then it's way tougher to draw the wall. And I feel that on an older cloth, you know, it makes this exercise even tougher because you have to really put the stroke into the ball. This side seems to be better than the other one. A little bit of the right spin. But I feel pretty good. I mean, I haven't played since Moscone Cup. I spent a few days in London sightseeing and went to Mexico. So I feel pretty good for the first day. I'm gonna do just this side because I haven't scored a single point on this side yet, which pisses me off. Oh, it rolled off. Hit that one perfect. Such a shame that I have to keep doing this. I was trying to hit it higher so it doesn't roll off. I'm gonna hit a few more and hopefully I do one. 'Cause I need to at least score both balls from both sides. The other side was way better than this one. Hit that one straight, but I had a little bit of a right hand English in the cue ball, so it went straight to the side. First time I hit the left side of the ball. Which is a good thing. That's close. Getting closer, folks. Oh my lord. He happened to get it right here. Curves to the left. Well, that only means that I have to hit it harder. So there's no chance of throwing off. Right English. There you go. First miscue. We were practicing with the Mosconi team before Mosconi and I literally did 40 miscues total. Everybody was laughing. 40 miscue more than anybody in this room. Probably will start a conversation in the chat, but in my opinion, that any miscue, I mean, most of miscues happen because you have a flow, a technical flow. Like I know that I'm actually aiming higher on the cue ball, and I have a habit of dropping the tip down and I feel that it's a really bad habit because you're not aware of what you're doing. But right now, I actually am. I'm trying to change things, but yeah, that's why I missed you there. You paid enough attention. Okay, let's move on to the next one. But like I said earlier, I usually do this drill for a good hour, like 20 minutes each for every shot. Follow, stop, and draw. And this is another one that probably most of you know, maybe some don't, so it will be good for somebody that hasn't seen it yet. This drill is called yo-yo. There's multiple versions for this exercise. You can make it easier, you can make it harder, but this is the most famous one, where object balls are thrown to the rail. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what is going on with this music. Okay, so both object balls are frozen to the second diamond on each side. And first shot, you have cue ball in hand from anywhere. And your goal is to make the object ball, bring the cue ball past the center line, so you have to always come back to this side of the table, and you have to alternate balls. So I'm going to shoot the 5 ball, then I'm going to shoot the 7 ball, replace both balls, and I'm going to be shooting this ball again after I make the 7 ball. So it's an endless exercise, very good for your stroke. My goal is to run 15 today, and then hopefully if I make it quick enough, I can show you the more difficult version of this one. Good start. Also, I play on a diamond table with 4-inch pockets. Same setup as the matchroom tournaments. Great cloth. I know you guys are probably trying to message me something in the chat, but I'm not gonna reply until I'm done with the exercises, and then you can ask me all your questions. Tough one, big angle. I'm gonna try to go 1, 2, hopefully here. Left myself down. just want to keep kind of the same angle. Those balls. You don't want to go too deep in the keychain as well to leave yourself distance. Soft, and that's actually another thing, another rule of this exercise. As long as the cue ball is touching the center line, the base of the ball, you can keep shooting. I forgot which side I was shooting. Hopefully this one. Forgive me. To always, if I make a mistake, I always like to shoot this ball again and start from that shot. balls to go. See if I can recover. Ooh. Dummy. Almost. 2 balls short. Well, maybe a good thing that I didn't make this ball. But anyways, if you want to make this exercise easier, you can place both balls just a little bit off the rail, so it makes it easier for you to pocket the ball. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention, you cannot touch this short rail, so you cannot play follow on this shot, but you can touch this rail, so you can draw. So for example, if you leave yourself too straight, like this, you can always draw all the way back. So yeah, yo-yo is another exercise that I love and do all the time. I like all of the single ball exercises because they practice my fundamentals the most. Let's see how long. So it's 40 minutes. Gone already. So quick I can't really show much, but another version of this exercise is when you place this ball, one ball off the rail, and you have to touch the long rail after making the ball, so you have to leave yourself an angle. I don't know if it's positive or negative. Positive angle probably. Yeah. So you have to always stay on this side of the 8 ball, so you cannot leave yourself here, here, or here. You have to hit this rail with the cue ball, same thing on the other side. So it makes that positioning area smaller. And then the last one is 2 balls off the rail, and you have to hit the rail after making the ball, so it makes that area even smaller. What's next? Let's try to do this. It's a complete torture exercise that you can try at home too. That's endless exercise. It's called basic long pot. Basic long pot. Sorry, I wish I spoke good English, but not. So you have a ball on the spot, cue ball anywhere from the kitchen, ball in hand, first shot. You have to make the object ball, bring the cue ball back to the kitchen, and shoot from wherever the cue ball lands. I'll be wrist spotting the ball on the spot, and I will have to alternate pockets after every shot. So it's a really tough exercise, but that's what I do, and most of the time it practices the long shots. Like sometimes you'll leave yourself close to the rail, and it makes so many different variations of the shot because you're not going to leave yourself the same shot over and over. But kind of a build up to this exercise, you can do single shots from the YDX spot from each side. You do 15 each, and if you make them both 15 out of 15, then I suggest you to move to the tougher version, which is this one, basic long pot. Let's see how many balls I can run. My high run is 22 balls. I believe Skylar Woodward has a record in this exercise. He ran 25 consecutive balls, which is insane. Also, my record was on a 4.5-inch pocket diamond in Russia. This is a 4-inch pocket diamond, and it's making it way tougher. But I believe I ran 13 on this one last time I did it. I'll be happy with the run over 7. I'm gonna do this drill for, let's say 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. So you don't want to hit it too hard, that's why I left myself here. If the cue ball comes out of the cue chain, you have to start over. So you don't want to hit it too hard, you don't want to hit it too soft. But first thing, make sure you make the ball. Yep, that was 2. That's a really frustrating drill, especially the way I do it sometimes, because it makes it more competitive. That's what actually Alex Laley taught me to do, but the first time I saw this exercise, one of the boot camps in Russia by Johan Reising. So what Alex told me, you can raise yourself until 50 points, and you can only count runs over 5 balls. So 5 plus no count. If I score anything below 5 balls, it doesn't count. So I have to run at least 5 to make it count. Jesus, I'm forgetting English. Okay, so full focus. I won't be talking at all for the next 10 minutes. See how it goes. actually ran 7. I thought this one was my 7th ball, but it's okay. Like I said earlier, I'll be happy with a run of 7. Just 7, that's fine. Usually I do this exercise longer, for at least an hour. But once I do it for longer, any exercise that I do longer than half an hour, I always progress during the process. Yeah, so like in the beginning I was making 2-3 balls, and then there was a run of 7. So next exercise that I will show to you guys is compact play. It will be more fun probably to watch, and I'll be talking a little bit more. So it's 16 balls. If you don't have 2 sets that you can use, then you use 15, and you will have to respot one of the balls that you will make in the beginning. So the 4th ball has to be inside of the Mighty X spot, and then you spread them evenly. The last ball has to be like a half finger off the rail. And this exercise has multiple versions. The easiest one, so you have 4 different zones. This square, this square, this square, and that square. So 4 different zones, 4 different squares. And the first version of this drill is plays ball in hand from anywhere. And for example, if I'm shooting the ball from this square, any of these balls, I have to stay with the cue ball inside of that zone, and I won't be able to shoot this ball, any of these balls again. So I can't make 2 balls in a row from the same zone, so I'll have to pick any of these 3. So let me try to explain while I'm shooting, but it will be easier. If I'm shooting the 14, I have to stay inside of that square with the cue ball. So I made the ball, I respot the missing ball, and now I cannot shoot any of these balls because I just played the ball from this zone. So I'm picking the 7, and I have to stay inside of that square. Another rule of this exercise, you cannot touch any of the short rails. So I play the 2 ball, have to stay on that side, in this square now. This one is the easiest one, so let's see if I can roll this. Okay. There's no specific order, you can shoot any ball. Just you can't shoot a ball twice in a row in the same zone. That's actually what I was thinking while I was down on the ball. That's idiotic. Same thing as the previous exercise, as long as the ball is touching the line of the zone, it counts as the ball in. I better get it together. so this is the first version of this drill. The rule that I didn't mention earlier is that you can go in and out of the zone, but you cannot touch the short rail. I only said that you cannot touch the short rail, but I didn't mention that you can go in and out like I did on this ball and like I did on the last ball. So next version of this exercise is, the setup is almost always the same, which is a good thing, right? Next version is, now I have to play any of the balls. So I have to choose either of these balls. The cue ball is in this zone. I can only play this 4 balls. And I have to call the next zone I'm going to with the cue ball. So for example, I'm going to start with this zone, this square. I'm going to start with the 1 ball. And I will only be calling the next zone I'm planning to land with the cue ball. So it will be this one. Once I go to this zone with the cue ball, I'm only allowed to shoot the balls from that zone. I'm not allowed to shoot any of the other ones. So this zone. Re-spot a missing ball. Same thing, you cannot shoot from the same zone twice in a row. So I'm going to go this zone. And you always have to calculate in the end to not leave 2 or 3 balls in one zone, and then you have a 1 ball here and 1 ball there. You know, it will make it really tough, or sometimes it will even make it impossible to finish the exercise. So you have to calculate and plan ahead. I was trying to give myself an angle so I can play 8-ball, go here with the key ball, and then it would be easier. I didn't want to leave myself straight, but I mean, stupid mistake. Give it another try. I feel that I can complete this drill easy. And while I'm setting up, I'm gonna read the chat real quick. Okay, so there is a Mascownica debats in the chat. We'll get to it back after I'm done practicing, I guess. And there was a person asking if I'm still offering lessons online. I don't. I did it in 2020, last time during COVID, because that was something that I wanted to try, and since then I didn't do any coaching at all. But a little sneak peek, there will be something that I'll be doing this year. Can't say what and can't say where, but it will be something coaching related. Touching the line. Just a lot. trying to be here. Well, I can only go here. Try to draw somewhere here. I have to call the last zone. I'll be landing my cue ball, and that would be this one. There you go. Second version of this drill is done. Let me show you the last one. Well, actually, there is one more, but it's too much for you guys. Do the same thing. I'm going to read one question from the chat. Okay, you guys are arguing about Mosconi. Okay. Maybe that's good that you guys don't ask questions now, because maybe if you save them for later. And the music died again for some magic reason. Alright, let me refresh. Music. Should be working. There you go. Alright, the last. Last version of this exercise, and we are hour 23 minutes in. Oh, Patrick! Thank you so much for your donation. Let me read it. Oh, you did the first ever donation in my stream. Thanks. I appreciate it a lot. I will actually have to think about donations, because YouTube is taking 50% off everything from every donation that you guys sent on YouTube. So I'll need to come up with a solution, maybe have like a PayPal link or something. Okay, so the last one. I can only leave the cue ball in one zone, so you have to pick any of these 4 zones before you start. I'm gonna pick Sorry guys, my battery on the camera died on me. Okay, so now the camera's crooked. Let me fix it really quick. Okay, so it looks decent enough. It's not perfect. Next time I'll just have to use 2 power banks instead of 1. And I also ordered a new video encoder, so all of my future streams, all of the live streams I'll be doing on the road, all of my matches, I won't have any problem with quality anymore, hopefully. So yeah, I will try to fix all of the issues so I don't have to worry about anything. So we're 1 hour and 40 minutes in already, and let me show you something that I do. So a lot of times also I spend a lot of time doing that. When I do the MyDX, the very first exercise that I do today, on the draw, I'm trying to land in different zones with the cue ball, so I practice my speed. So I will do this zone after, I'll try to land with the cue ball in between these 2 diamonds. Then after I'm done with this, I'll land here. Then 1 back, 1 diamond back, 1 diamond back, back, until this diamond. And sometimes if I feel that I have to work on it more, I'll be doing until I make 5 successful shots, 10 successful shots on each zone. And I feel that it's something that everybody needs to be working on if they want to reach a higher level. So, the last exercise, I'm not even sure what I'd like to show you guys. So the letter I have on the channel, let me do this one. That inside spin drill, easier one, not as hard as the ones that I showed before. Only 6 balls. I'm sure you all saw it on YouTube or somewhere else before. All the balls are a little bit off the rail, just a tiny bit. Don't put them frozen. Only 6 balls. You have to make the ball, hit 3 rails with the cue ball, and that's the only rule. It's really good to learn deflection of your cue, and also it's practicing your speed control. Ooh, a little bit short. Extreme speed on this one. Barely made it. Too short. Too short. Should have been here. But you'll understand what's the purpose of this drill. You just, it's like the last shot was not the proper one. I have to start over. But that's the drill that you can also practice, and I do that when I don't feel comfortable shooting with inside sometimes, and this drill helps me a ton. I do it on both sides. Yeah, so let's get to the Q&A. Alrighty, I'm gonna move the mic over here. And I'm gonna move the chair here. I'm gonna take my phone and open the chat. I'll be answering questions for maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. Not longer, guys. Okay. Let's start with questions, guys. I'm ready. DCC streaming for 2024. Rumors. Are they going to forbid any side streaming? Well, I can't really answer that yet because I was talking with some of the guys that will be streaming the event. I saw that Zach Goldsmith made a post on Facebook about it, and I mean, it looks like there will be a chance for the players to stream the matches, but I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure yet that I will be able to stream it. I will be streaming my next event in New York. I'm going to Turning Stone, which will be 4th of January is when it starts. We'll be moving over there because I think the light is much better here. I know you guys may not see me, so I'm going to try to zoom in. 1 second. There you go. I think it's much better if I go to this side. Okay, so next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was the Mosconi Cup table? I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was rolling off pretty bad. Skylar scratched on the leg, and there was some bad rolls which happened on that table, but it wasn't it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the worst table that I've played on. 1 to 10, I'd probably say 5. Why no Christmas decorations? Well, I didn't have any time to decorate anything. Honestly, we have the balloons from 4th of July here, so that tells you a lot. Federer, how do you feel about the pay-per-view guys shutting down your live streams? Oh, well, honestly, a lot of pay-per-view guys let me stream a lot of my matches throughout 2023, which I'm super thankful for, because it helps me grow my channels, it helps me grow my brand, my name, and helps me get closer with you guys, with fans. I feel that it's going in the right direction, and a lot of streamers are actually starting to understand that by letting me stream the matches for free on YouTube, they're gaining some of the new viewers as well. Any drills for safeties? Yeah, there is a lot of different drills. I mean, I only had 2 hours of, maybe even less than 2 hours of practicing today. There is at least 5 drills that I do for safeties and kicking, and that becomes a big part of the game today with all of the new breaking formats, because there's a lot more moving involved even in 9-ball. So yeah, I pay attention a lot to safeties and kicking lately. What were the differences between captains at Mosconi since you played both sides? Coaching, drills, etc. Which did you like better? Well, that's a good question. The way we practiced, the way we prepared with the team for Mosconi Cup this year was actually identical, almost the same as the preparation we had with the team, with the European team, with Alex Lely in 2020. I mean, I liked this year better, just because I feel, I don't know, it's a tough question to answer, because I feel more welcomed in the American team, to be honest. And I thought that the vibes in the team, the bonding was way better than we had in 2020 with the European team. But I mean, the European players are just overall, they're just better. And the practice sometimes went a little bit different. But I enjoyed this year a lot more than I did with the European team in 2020. And the question about the captains, so there wasn't much of a difference between Jeremy and Alex. Jeremy was really involved, and he was trying to give us motivational speeches, and he was paying attention to every player. So I think in terms of preparation, right before the cup, everything was set up as good as you can possibly make it. What do you think about the Derby going back to the bigger pockets this year? Well, it sucks for all of us professionals, because it makes it easier for a lower ranked player to run out or make 3 banks in a row. But at the same time, last year it was 4.25, and the tournament, the 9-ball tournament, ended around 6 or even 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when I played SVB in the finals. and was exhausted. And throughout the tournament, it was a lot of there was a lot of days when I finished at midnight, 1 o'clock, and have to come back at 9 a.m. in the morning, and you have to do it 9 days in a row. I think I played at 9 a.m. 7 days out of 9 days, which was a complete marathon. Um, looking back, it was just incredible how many matches I played. But I'm happy and not happy at the same time about the switch. But in the end of the day, the winners of Derby this year are still going to be the top players, because that's what always happens. Doesn't matter what side of the pockets, formats, and races. The better players, they're always winning. Am I going to sign the Matchroom contract? Could you share a copy? I mean, no, I can't share a copy, but honestly, I just didn't have the time to read the contract yet. But I mean, I'm almost sure that I will sign it, because that's the company that I want to support. I'm definitely not going with WPA, and yeah, I don't think there's any other options. When are you going to play Alex One Pocket? Not sure. I'm not really interested in One Pocket. Honestly, right now, I'm not interested at all. Uh, my relationships with One Pocket are, we have the love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love it. Most of the time it happens when I play One Pocket and I don't have any 9-ball tournaments for a while, which happened last time it happened a long time ago. So right now I'm hating One Pocket again. I don't want to go back to One Pocket and do anything with that game. But before Derby, for a couple of days, I will have to like it again. So I'm not sure when I'm going to play Alex One Pocket, or if it will happen ever at all. How are you feeling about the upcoming doubles event in Vegas? Actually, that's great. I mean, the tournament in Vegas by Predator is going to be amazing, I think, because they will have the Predator Pro Billiard Series event, races to four, I believe the same format they used, 10 ball. Then they will have the same for ladies, and then they're having an invitational tournament for ladies, which will have 16 ladies, I believe, and a Scotch double tournament. I believe the ladies in Scotch double will be single elimination, but still there's lots of tournaments, and I think for the viewer it's going to be a great time. 10 days, 4 different tournaments, actually 5. I forgot about the World 10 Ball Championships, which will be the biggest one of the week, where I finished third last year, hoping to do better. World Championships is always something that every player wants to win. So I feel really excited about the upcoming trip to Vegas. What is the weight of your playing and break cue? The weight of my playing cue is 18 and a quarter. My playing cue is really light. Um, I can talk for hours and hours why, but it's just a personal preference. I've tried different weights, different balances. And right now for white carbon and white king, I went through different prototypes, different butts, different shafts, and I feel that the cue that I have right now is the best cue that I ever had in my career. And my break cue, I think the weight of my break cue is 19 ounces. I actually think for the 8 ball, you need to have a heavier cue, just because in 8 ball break is just all about the power and it's random. I feel that the heavier cue helps you with that. Are you going to Oscars for Amar's tournament? Unfortunately not. I love Oscar and I love his pool room, but I have a trip scheduled to New York. That's where I'll be celebrating New Year's with the family. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that I couldn't come. It's a great tournament. They have the one pocket tournament and the 10 ball tournament, I believe. Good added money, perfect pool room, perfect food. It's just bad timing for me. What size of the shaft are you still? 12.5. Yes, right now I'm playing with 12.5, 30-inch shaft. Basically the same setup I've had before, but a completely different shaft. So yeah, you guys will see when we will come up with the final product for my signature line, which will happen in 2024. The prototypes that I have right now, and we're just in the beginning of our relationships with Triple 60, they're amazing. The jump cue is unreal. The break cue is really good. The playing cue, I'm really happy with the way it plays right now already. And we will be making a slight adjustments to make it even better. And we will be making them until I say, okay, this is the masterpiece. This is the cue that I think plays absolutely perfect. We don't have to change anything. And then we put it on the market. So guys, just be patient. It's going to be unreal. How you adjust when missing straight shot on the same side like a Mighty X drill? Well, I was explaining it while I was doing it. So for example, most of the time you're missing the ball because you're applying any of the side spins, and when you're staying down after the shot, you can actually analyze what happened. Like most of the time you will see the ball spinning, or I don't know, you can notice a lot of things, like you tighten up your wrist, you jumped up, you rushed yourself, your timing wasn't great. So yeah, that's how I analyze it. And for example, if I see myself hitting the left side of the cue ball, so I hit the left spin all the time for like 5 shots in a row, then I tell myself, well, then you're aiming off center. You have to aim a little bit to the right, and then you adjust and relearn how to find the center of the cue ball. Adjustments to make it even better. Oh, sorry folks. Do you think you're going to play for Team Europe again someday? Never say never, but not for the next 5 years at least. And to be honest, I don't want to make all this back and forth. So the answer is probably no. Look at them guns. Yeah, I just went to the gym today. I'll be getting bigger, guys. This year is the year. Yes, I remember you having cuts on your hands from the dry air and crazy hours. Yes, that's what happened to me the last 2 times I played derby, which is insane. I have pictures of my hands. I had blood all over both of my hands from playing, from how dry the air in this room, and maybe from chalking, I don't know, but it's insane. It happens only at derby when I play nine days in a row. And the last two derbies I did really well, so I played a lot of matches, and it completely destroyed my hands. Am I playing in the derby? Yes, that's my home court tournament. I live 30 minutes away from the venue, so that's a no-brainer for me to play there. How does USA win the Mosconi Cup in 2024? That's a really good question. Um, what I think, I mean, obviously I keep thinking about it almost every day now. And the answer is really simple. Every individual player has to get better. And we're still early. We just played Mosconi Cup a few weeks ago, and right now is the time to figure out how things should be done in order to perform better next year. And I mean, I don't have the answer that I can say right away right now, but that's I think a thing that I'm keep thinking about, and I will figure out a way to help the players in the United States to get better. How did you get so good at jump shots? I've answered that question a million times, but I will do it again. When I lived in Russia, in my country house, I've had a 9-foot Brunswick table. That's a long time ago, and it was barely fitting in my room upstairs. That whenever the cue ball, whenever I had a shot from the rail, from any of the rails, I couldn't play it because I was leaning against the wall. So I got tired of that, and I was just trying to play a lot with my jump cue back then, and that's how I got better, just because I was playing a lot of jump shots. And that's the only shot that I was enjoying on that table, because, whenever I was playing possession and was landing on the rail, I was so frustrated that I couldn't play, and I had to play with either shorter cue or something, that I started practicing my jump shots. What tip do you use on the breaking cue? I use Taom break and jump tip on both of my break cue and jump cue. Currently using the white one. Before I was using the red one. I don't think there is a whole lot difference in playability, just a different color. All right, let's do a last question. Good question. What kind of cue tip you prefer nowadays? So, good question. I actually ordered a lathe, and I will be learning how to change tip myself, because I'm going through a lot of prototypes with 6060. Like I said, I have shafts all over here, and also trying different tips. Right now I'm playing with Predator Victory Medium. I also liked Kamui Clear Black Soft, but I have to press it or cut down to where I have like 2 layers, so it plays a little bit harder than a soft tip. But I want to try and play around with different tips, and hopefully I'll find something that I like better than I have right now. So let's end with this question. hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Um, it's my first go was this type of stream. We'll figure out how to make it better, how to make it more consistent and more interesting for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, as usual. I don't think I can see me, but I'll be back from probably Turning Stone on 4th of January, maybe something before that. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your dinner, evening, and whatever else you're doing.